What is going on, you guys? I am so happy you are here. Thank you for stopping by Galadon Gaming for some more Clash Royale gameplay. And yes, I am opening viewer chests. Yes, hashtag Galadon wants to see your wait, no. Okay, so here's the deal. I am going to be giving out gift cards, Google Play and iTunes, to help viewers open their chests. This will be for both legendary chests and for those special arena deals you get, where maybe you see it show up in the shop, one-time offer, you can get a super magical chest and gems and gold for, say, $9.99. Perfect. I can get you a $10 gift card, and you could open that chest, and then I'll put you in a video. So here's how I want it to work. And you will need to follow all of these steps to have an opportunity to get me to fund the opening of your chest. And sometimes I notice through my days of running clans that following directions can be a bit of a challenge. So let's run it down by the numbers. Okay, so number 1, you watched this video. All right, so you're already on your way. Number 2 is you need to take a screenshot of the legendary chest or of the special offer that you have in your shop. All right. Number 3, tweet that to me at Galadon Gaming. Number 4, include in the tweet whether you would prefer iTunes or Google Play. Now, I only right now have access to US iTunes and Google Play cards. So I'm sorry, I realize that I know most of you or many of you aren't in the US, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that right now. It's just about impossible for me to get gift card codes in any other country but the US. All right, and number 5, last but not least, and perhaps just as important as the rest, be sure to include the hashtag GaladonOpenMyChest. All right, if you can do those 5 things, send me that tweet. You will be in the running on Twitter for this big giveaway, and we will be opening players' chests every week. We will continue to follow up with videos. Curious to see what you guys get. At least somebody's going to get some legendary cards, because my free-to-play account can't. If you're a die-hard non-gemmer, I totally understand. You don't want to go that route. That's totally cool. That's fine. But if you could use some free gems, here is your opportunity. Now, I'm also just going to throw this out there again. There is another way to earn free gems. It's through feature points. Here is the URL. I can put it on the screen. You guys can check this out. It is a way to download free apps and earn points, and you can turn those points in for gift cards and end up getting free gems that way. Just another option if you have no other way to get gems, or you just absolutely refuse to spend your own money. So go ahead, spend mine. Follow those first 5 steps, and maybe you will be the person who is featured in a future video. And again, this is something that I hope to do every week. I don't know how many people I will be able to help out, but as many as I possibly can. And who knows, maybe we'll have some bigger giveaways in the future as well. Watch the end of this battle right here as it comes down to the final seconds. And here it goes. In sudden death, the miner is going to be on the way the same time as the rocket. And the miner lands first. The crying eyes, I feel like the opponent thought he had this one in the bag. The rocket didn't get there. The miner beat the rocket, and Wolf grabs the last second win. All right, so we're going to take a look at a couple more battles. This one I thought was kind of interesting because, well, I'm not a fan of the Lava Hound, but I need to learn how to play it. You know, the key to being a good Royale player is to have versatility. And versatility comes from, well, that's kind of obvious, being able to play different cards. And right here, you've got Tom the Beast up against Camelot, and they've both brought Lava Hound, Mega Minion, Inferno Dragon, Miner decks. So these decks are almost similar, at least those 4 anchor cards. So you're going to see both players going for pretty much the same strategy as far as trying to use the Miner to distract that tower as the Lava Hound arrives, or the Lava Hound distracts as the Inferno Dragon arrives. Anybody distracts, as long as you get that Inferno Dragon to lock on the tower, or even the Mega Minion, or of course the Lava Pups from the Lava Hound. That's the key. Oh, and did I forget to mention, make sure that you are following me at Galadon Gaming on Twitter, because I can't send you a direct message notifying you that you've been selected unless you're following me. So I guess anybody who tuned out after I said those first 5 rules missed number 6. Make sure you're following me on Twitter so that I can send you a message. Otherwise, I can't get you a direct message. All right, so we're down to the final minute and a half or so of this battle. Again, Lava Hounds heading on out slowly across the water. You can see Tom's got his out first. And the way this deck works out, it has counters for each of the cards. Obviously, the Inferno Dragon going to do a great job countering the Lava Hound. The Mega Minion's going to do a great job countering the Inferno Dragon, provided that it doesn't lock on first. Here, both Lava Hounds go down, and Tom looks like he's going to get the better of this exchange as his pups go to town on his opponent's tower, down to about 1,000 hit points. Tom still at 2,000, and we are just about to click into double elixir. Tom sending in that miner again. It looks like the Mega Minion might make it there, maybe 1 or 2 shots. Yes, it gets there. The Goblins didn't stop it. It gets 2 shots on the tower, all the way down to 440. That is such a dangerous card. The Mega Minion so easy to prevent from getting to the tower, but if it gets there, you're in a lot of trouble. All right, Tom's got the lightning spell queued up. Looks like he's, yes, going to take the tower down to double digits and get rid of the Mega Minion. You've got twin Inferno Dragons working, the miner coming over there, trying to get underneath the tower right as the Lava Hound explodes. Didn't perfectly work out as the Mega Minion was there to clean things up, and the tower pretty well protected, down to about 1,300. Tom gets his tower down, though, with the miner, and that's pretty much it. 18 seconds left. He's just got to prevent this last push. The Lava Hound, the Mega Minion, and the Inferno Dragon, and the miner, everybody coming in together in the final 15 seconds, but it's just not going to be enough. Tom's going to hold off his opponent in a very, very close, similar deck confrontation. Double digits left on Tom's tower, just barely grabbing the win. All right, so I wanted to show another interesting replay that I saw from Jeremy of Full Attack, and that is the Frozen Yard. The Frozen Graveyard, not something you see very often, but if you can get it to work, it's fantastic. Now, you guys might remember Yarn from Orange Juice used this during the King's Cup tournament. That was the one that Hyphonics and I live streamed. We broadcasted that one. It was put on by YouTube Gaming, and that was so exciting to see that Frozen Graveyard used. And here it comes. The Graveyard goes down, and the freeze spell is going to freeze the minion horde, and look at those skeletons go to town. Unfortunately, doesn't work out ideally. Now, it does work much better, remember this, if you're freezing an air troop like that that's deployed to stop the graveyard. If, say, that had been a skeleton army and you drop that freeze spell, then all of the skeletons from the graveyard are going to go after the skeleton army first before they go after the tower. In that case, Tyler Durden, there is no Fight Club, he dropped the minions, so the minions were frozen and the skeletons didn't have to go after them, obviously. They went straight for the tower, and he grabbed about 1,000 hit points off that tower with that first Frozen Graveyard move. Now, at this point, if you're Tyler, you have to be aware of the fact that he's got the Graveyard and the freeze spell, and oftentimes those are both cards that players want to save until maybe the end of the battle, something to throw their opponent off, something they're not expecting until the very end. But Jeremy here used it right away, so no more element of surprise as he puts another Graveyard down, this time trying to go to work on the tower. Works out pretty well. There is the freeze spell grabbing the princess and the tower, and that works out beautifully. The dragon arrives at the same time, and that tower is down with a minute left. Now Tyler, with this final minute, has finally dropped his secret card, his secret weapon, the Golem, coming from the very back of the pack, and it's up to Tyler to try to get that Golem through. But check it out, Jeremy's got the Inferno Dragon. Not a card you're usually real happy to see when you drop your Golem in. The princess working on taking down the skeleton army on the right-hand side. On the left, you've got the minion horde. They are gone. The Inferno Dragon and the regular baby dragon both working on the Golem. And there is the freeze spell, stopping the mini P.E.K.K.A. from getting through to the tower. That was actually a really good timed freeze right there. Clutch froze a couple of different units, and now check it out. The counter push is big. The graveyard down on the left-hand side. The Inferno Dragon is not going to get to the tower. The minions peel the Inferno Dragon off just in time, but it doesn't matter. Time is going to run out, and Jeremy is going to grab the 1-0 win with the Frozen Graveyard and the Graveyard spell. And then a Hog Rider at the very end, but again, time is going to run out. Doesn't need that second tower, but a well-played game nonetheless. All right, you guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode. But again, let me know. I want to open your chests. I want to help you guys get those legendaries that I can't seem to get on my free-to-play account. So again, follow those 5 or 6 steps. See you tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe for daily Clash content, and I'll see you all here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon. Am I eligible? Can I do it? Please.